Hi, it's Ashley. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. Today's video is going to be my currently read slash currently reading for the month of January. And I'm going to move over to the side. My chair is going to squeak, excuse me. But the first two books I don't have because, as you know, I am a heavy library user. So let's start off with the beginning of the year. I read Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer, book one in the Southern Reach trilogy. I read this in preparation for the movie that comes out at the end of January, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the story of four female scientists who go on an exploration of the unknown Area X, and I gave this 2.5 stars. It felt to me more like a prologue, like he was setting up the story. It kind of felt to me like he had a whole book made, and the publisher was like, you could put out one book and get one check, or you can put out three books and get three checks. And it just was, it suffered from at times being very, very exciting and you being on the edge of your seat and like what happens next, and moments of extreme boredom where he would spend pages upon pages inside the main character's head, and she was talking about nothing. She had no character at whatsoever, and I don't really know if I'm going to get to the other two books in the trilogy. I also read this for my first reading vlog of the year. I will have that link down below or in the cards if you would like to hear more of my thoughts on it. The second book I read this month was Hold Me Closer, the Tiny Cooper story. This is by David Levithan, and it was the play that was happening in the middle of Will Grayson. And if you've been on my channel for a little while or you've seen some of my older videos, you know that I was not a fan of Will Grayson, but Tiny was its only redeeming factor. And I realized reading Hold Me Closer why I love Tiny so much. It was just a heartwarming story about discovering yourself and loving yourself and trying to find love in a world where you feel like you don't belong. And it was just beautiful. And usually I don't like plays, but this play was done, it was done very well. And I'm loving David Levithan's writing. Now I need to get a whole bunch of his books and binge read them. So let me move to the center now because that is the end of the books I don't have. So my last read book of this month is City of Bones by Cassandra Clare. I read the 10th anniversary edition, and this is for my year of Cassandra Clare. This year I am reading all 12 books that I currently own, and that was in my 2018 bookish goals. Yes, slash channel goals if you would like to hear more of my goals for this year. So now we come to the part where I am supposed to show you guys what I'm reading for the second half of the month. So what I'm currently reading is The 100 Lives of Lizzie Lovett by Chelsea Sidoti. I am so in love with the main character, Hawthorne Creeley. She is this spunky, like, adventurer trying to she's trying to find herself, and she's struggling in a world where she feels like she does not belong. Like, she just wants to, read books and study werewolves, and I just love her. I just love this book so much. I'm mad at myself that I didn't read this last year when I had a chance. But it's about this girl named Hawthorne Creeley, because I should tell you what it's about. And she lives in this small town of like Green Mill, Ohio, or whatever. And the like town it girl, Lizzie Lovett, goes missing, and she sets out on an adventure to find out what really happened, because everybody thinks that Lizzie was murdered or she was abducted. And Hawthorne is like, I don't believe that. Like, Lizzie lived. She has this perfect life. People who have perfect lives can never have anything wrong happen to them. And so far, I am so in love with this book. And the book that I plan to read after that is The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out of the Window and Disappeared by Jonas Jonasson. And this was on my 12 books to read in 2018. This is a story about Alan Carlson, who on the eve of his 100th birthday climbs out of the window and disappears, and we are flashed back to his whole entire life and seeing him being a part of some of the biggest moments and inventions in the history of the world. And it's being compared to Forrest Gump, and Forrest Gump is one of my favorite movies of all time. So I'm hoping that I'll fall head over heels in love with Alan just as much as I am with Forrest Gump. So that is it for my rambly, somewhat all over the place, currently read slash currently reading video for the month of January. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. You can follow me on all of my social medias that will be in the description down below, and share the video. It helps me a lot and it means the world to me. And if you want to, you don't have to. If you want to, you can hit that subscribe button and the bell button beside it so you'll be notified when I upload new content. And as always, until we meet again,